show a Frenchman, which is me, Jean-Paul Gaultier,
with mannequin.
face
Speaking.
It doesn't matter what I am saying anyway, because it will be cut and recut.
So, I can say whatever,
I love you, Gailey.
So first of all, thank you for coming here. It's really an honor. What are your first impressions about Montenegro, about country, about people, street fashion?
Oh, you know, I just arrived yesterday, but from just arriving, you know, it was like a big surprise. First of all, it's beautiful. The countryside is beautiful. It looks, we arrived by the plane, you know, and we arrived and we saw the sea that was so blue, so turquoise, fabulous. Really, it was like holiday already, almost, you know. And when I saw after the mountain mixed with the sea, absolutely super, you know. And I thought like, wow, after when I went into the city, you know, I saw the old city, I loved it. I think it's because it's beautiful with all those stone, like old, like 17th century, like super beautiful, completely, comment dit-on, not destroy at all, completely like authentic, like and beautifully authentic. I think you can be proud of it. I love it. And what I saw in the street, I went also to the place to eat, also in the, what is Mediterranean, Porto Montenegro, and I think it was like great, and with it's like the modern part, but which is like very lively with a lot of shop, a beautiful hotel, and it's fabulous. You know, it's. I was like thinking, my God, holidays here must be fabulous, and to live here must be absolutely great. You know, I love that. On what to say about the people, the thing is that truly I find like very easily like girls and boys, even very beautiful, you know. I think truly like the people from here are truly like good looking, and like I knew already because I had like many like models since my beginning from the ex-Yugoslavia, which means like coming from different parts, you know, from Montenegro, but also from Serbia, from also Croatia, which were great, you know, which I work with, you know, many times. So I knew that well built and tall. I don't know why you are so tall, but it's fantastic, you know.
Yeah, we are.
Oh yeah, we have one guy of 16 years old, which is like 1 meter 96. Yeah, it's absolutely fabulous, beautiful, beautiful. I think he will have a good future of whatever, model or acting or sport ever like his father, but I think it's truly fabulous, no, it's truly like pleasant, so it was not a problem at all, like to find the model. So for me it was a pleasure to have the casting, I love casting, and to find some beautiful people from here.
What inspired you to make collection that we're gonna see tomorrow night?
Alors, I should say, first of all, I was knowing that we should be in summer, and that it should be like hot, and we don't need to think about like fur and think like from winter. So I wanted like to present some part of two different haute couture collections. So it's haute couture from summer, from that summer, which means like it was a collection with a lot of brides on the wedding dress, and on the collection of 2 years before with the butterfly, which was very light and very colorful and with a lot of transparencies and quite beautiful and feminine and sexy and very Gaultier, everything.
Whenever we say Gaultier, we have an impression about being different. That's what you do for 40 years. You were one of the rare people, not only designers, who saw beauty different than what everybody say it is beauty. So you still do that. For example, for you, for who you can say that this is Gaultier woman?
I shouldn't say that there is one, I should say there is many. Because honestly, I have no one only ideal, I have many that are different and can be completely the opposite, I remember that at the beginning, there is one girl when I started, that I was taking as a model, and she has a style like very like 20s, let's say, but with like a Louise Brooks, but very strange and very. She was from Poland. She was Polish, with like hair, that's bones, and I loved her. She was very inspiring, and I still love her, and she's still working with me. No more as a model, but still she's working with me. She's not enough old to be still in my show, because I take some that are like 50, 60 even, sometimes. When there's beautiful women of 60 years old, I find fabulous to show the beauty of that age, it's fabulous. But so not one that try to look younger, one which is naturally like beautiful, even with white hair and like that, I find fantastic. Bon. So. And after, I found one girl that was Farida Kelfa, which was from Algeria. And she was fabulous. She was in the group of the French punk, RTV. And that Farida was coming from Algeria. And she was like with big lips and like really a beautiful nose and with a black hair like that. Incredible, very beautiful. So I was like a shock. And my friend Anna, which was a Polish one, didn't understand why. Because I love her. I could love the opposite of herself, but yes, I love the opposite. I love, all the different types. Not all, but I love some contrast, and I can love a blonde one. My preference goes for dark hair, my own preference. But I can find beauty also in a very red hair girl, on very pale skin, on dark skin. Depends of the personality. In reality, I should say more than colors of hair, of skin, and eyes. I should say that I like the ones that are very like a strong character, and you can see through their physique, that they are truly their personality. And I should say that in the Montenegro girl, there is a lot that have like strong personality. I feel that, like very, the way they impose themselves, because it's not that they impose, they are there, so they are, but only by attitude, you feel, you cannot miss them, you cannot like, go there,
Yeah. You said that it was never your purpose to shock, it was only to be honest, but being honest for you is like a synonym. You always say what you really think. Was it hard to live like that?
I try to say it, I suppose, no, it's not that I try, but I suppose I say it in a way which is not offending, offensive, not aggressive way. So I suppose it went not so bad like that, you know. But I think that I have to be honest because, you know, when I was a child, I was maybe lying all the time, saying not the reality because maybe I was not good in my skin, I was not very well accepted at school, etc. But after, when I did my jobs, which means like to do collection and to do my passion, when I am living my passion, I think that I have no more to lie because I am doing. Because I am doing what I wanted to do, you know. And I know that through what I am doing, you know, it's the doors are open and like that. So it gives me confidence in myself. And it say now finish. I don't lie anymore. I don't need to invent something to be more maybe accepted and more. You know, I say now it's like that, and I have to be honest. And by being myself honest, maybe I will succeed, and this is what happened.
But it seems that you became aware of yourself when you were very, very young, yes. And you had a family that supported you.
Yes, I am very lucky, I must say, because truly, like there is a lot with problem with the parents. My parents know, where they were very open-minded. I remember one story that I am saying is like at that time, you know, they were from a very simple, very humble family, not rich at all, very modest, you know, but open-minded. We went to see when I was like maybe like 12 or 13, you know, like one movie that was called Guess Who is Going to Have Dinner Tonight? And it was a story, an American movie with Sidney Poitier, which is black actor. And the story was a black man that goes and fell in love with a white girl. And the white girl presents him to the white, very bourgeois people, you know, middle class, more bourgeois than even middle class, that are shocked because the daughter is with a black guy. So racist. On me, I said after seeing the movie to my parents, me if I go to a black with a black girl, what should you say? And they say, oh, if you love each other, you know, like it's fantastic. You can if you love each other, so you will be happy. So that's good, very good for you. So I felt that on years after, when I arrived with a guy, they have the same reactions. They say, oh, if you are happy with him, that's good. So I think they are truly lucky to have that because it helps you, you know, to comfort yourself. But maybe at school people were not exactly like that. But I realized that by my drawing that I did, you know, they like me. I was not good in football, but I was good to make drawings. So they asked me to make drawing. I was doing drawing of girls from the Folies Bergère with feathers and with fishnet and things like that. And they love, oh, I want one like that, you know, that I was doing to them. So it's that permit me to see that through what I was doing, I could have like a passport and to be, doors should open.
Back in 90s, you said also that being different is completely normal, different in every way. Journalists usually ask you about collaboration with Madonna, but I'm more interested in your collaboration with Pedro Almodovar because he's the same. What you did in fashion, he did in his movies.
It's a compliment to tell me that because it's true that I love his work and I feel like something in common. Yeah, that definitely. I admire his work. You know, I was lucky because I work with people that I was admiring and a fan, so that's good, you know. But it's true that him also, he loves like strong women and with character, and he shows them very well and he knows them very well. Me, I always felt, you know, because I was surrounded and educated by women, that women were as strong, even stronger than men, you know. And like in reality, they are like, sometimes like we say in French, like l'ombre grise, you know, like the grey shadow, you know. But in reality, it's the ones that decide, you know. In reality, sometimes they let the man think that he decides himself, but it's the woman in reality, which is when there is like a problem, like for example, a couple, and they have to separate, it's the woman that first will say, in general, you know. It's true that the man is trying to escape a little, not to say the truth, and like, no. The woman takes, so now what is the point now? We have to go on like that or not? No, they go straight to the point. I think it's because maybe you give life also with children, you know. So it's make genetically and your DNA and mentally, and also because mentally you like the majority is like the world is like very phallocrat and very so on macho, I should say. So it's true that for women you have to be more clever in reality to go and succeed to what you want. So that's good.
Yeah, but you're kind of creator of realistic illusions. That's how I would call you. How you manage to do that? It seems like every dream you make become reality. And when women are looking at your fashion shows, it's like, I can be free. It's like when we saw what you did and your work, it's like we feel like you're deliberating us actually.
I think I think yes, that, but I was in a moment when I started, it was a moment where women were already there with the liberation of the women that put through away their bra and to have to be free to have and to show more their sexiness and like that, And after there was a group of girls that went after that and said, no, we will put bra and we will put corset, but because we like it, not because we are obliged, because we want it, which is completely different. So I saw those different generations, and I tried to show that in reality there is nothing bad about to be sexy. It doesn't mean you are a prostitute or whatever, not at all. It's only it can be because you find it beautiful. And I think what is good is what is sad is that sometimes when you are a child, you don't feel that kind of code that is like for prostitutes. That is like no, you don't see it. If they see even like something like erotic, if you don't tell them it's bad, it's not good, you have not to look at it. They will not see anything bad about it, you know what I mean? So it's maybe also the religion and things like that give some taboo, taboo of you cannot do that, to have sex without, not even marriage, sex only without wanting to have children, it means like only to have sex for the pleasure of sex is not good. So I think that is truly something that, no? Where at least our body belongs to us, and your envy and your desire belongs to us also. So it's true that there is maybe bad things and good things, but it's not about like homosexuality and things like that. I think that more you can be free and accept yourself and assume yourself.
That's why I ask you, because Montenegro is very, for example, full of taboos, If you are different, it's like you're crucified for being different. And this is very homophobic country, even though it's very beautiful, but not many people have open minds. So when we look at your show, it's like, I can do it. It's like you were giving us strength to be what we really are.
I think that maybe I naturally did that, because I was lucky, that my parents were quite open, and that also I went into fashion, which in fashion there is maybe some more gay people and some that were already openly gay, and different. And I always love the difference, And so, I feel that maybe there I didn't risk. I was not coming from the province, and for me it was more easy. And I went there naturally, nothing aggressive about that, But for everybody it's not the same. There is province in France where it's a big taboo. There was problem when when started the AIDS, problem, and they say that it come from the gay, it was a punishment of God, that, all that kind of thing, which truly I try to make my best of to help for things to fight against AIDS and things like that, and giving money and making action with AMFAR and things like that. But I think some people, even die because of that, because of in their head, it was taboo, it was something you cannot assume it, and the parents even didn't want to speak to them anymore and to see them and let them in the hospital. So there is some very sad things that happen and dramatic things after that. So I think that, but now world is progressing and there is new things that makes that are more open, But which is strange because at the same time there is steps that are done about opening the mind on like a freedom, and at the same time there is a regression, but all over the world. At the same time, things that were taboo before the 70s and the 60s, you know, and after, during the 60s, the liberation, sexual, etc., came and opened a lot of doors, you know. Now there is some things like, for example, abortion and things like that, that goes back and you have to fight again. So it's strange because, for example, there is now in a lot of countries, like the law about like the marriage gay, you know, the gay marriages. But there is also at the same time like the contrary people that protest. But for example, in France, when there was that law, you know, there is like people that protest, but it becomes something more politics than anything else, you know, like. From that part, for example, the left and the right, the left was for, and the right was, maybe some were for also, but like they were from right, they have to be against the one from left. So it became like sometimes some people even take position that in reality they were not thinking of that, against that, but they say it because to be against the left. You see, so there is so many things that are involved in some problems that have nothing to see with gay or whatever, liberation or things like that. It's only because of problems, sometimes politics, that doesn't help the thing. So,
but the point is actually we have one life and let's do what we want to do in this life.
Exactly, it's like also the problem about like when you are sick and super bad, and I mean like there is people at the moment in France there is that problem. One man which truly is in a coma since like 4 years, 5 years, you know, it's truly like only machine makes him live, you know, and his brother should like to make him die, you know, because only to take off all the machine, the technique, you know, that make him live, you know, but like a zombie, he doesn't think, we don't even know, he cannot speak, he cannot do anything, you know, since 4 years, you know, can you imagine? So, but the grandparents don't want to leave it like that. I think that is awful because imagine, for example, that inside he realized maybe he doesn't. He's like a vegetable, maybe, but maybe his mind is still there and he cannot speak. He cannot say anything and he's suffering. Why? To make like a martyr, you know? It's like truly like there is points that truly are like even I think like the religion should speak about this problem really and to speak about it, but that is not my job. It's not exactly the things that I am doing, you know. But it's true that I always like try to show in my collection like kind of wind of freedom, you know, when it's possible.
Yeah, freedom. And tell me, what kind, if you have a possibility to dress someone from history, some woman or man from history, who would that be?
To be honest, I will say an answer maybe that disappoints you, but all the people that I dress, you know, I love them, so I am very happy like that. I don't even think they are dead. Both, I don't regret anything because I didn't know them. The thing is when you know someone and you are maybe excited by someone, and you find great, oh, you should love to dress or undress her or him, you know. But there, I don't know, you know. I don't think especially about Napoleon or whatever, you know.
Okay, Mr. Gaultier, how come that you're so on the ground? Like, I mean, you're an icon of not only 20th, 21st century, you will be reading history, and we talk to you like you're some regular guy.
Because I am a regular guy in reality.
No, you're a wizard of fashion and design.
See it like that, not myself. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was really an honor, pleasure. Thank you.
For me too.
Thank you very much.